Well, hello Aries, and welcome to my channel. This is Maria Gaian of Wild Fox Alchemy, and I am an intuitive business coach and tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your weekly reading for the 1st to the 7th of August. This is a general reading for all Arians, for your sun, moon and rising. This top row here is about your finances, your business finances this month and where they're at. And this bottom row is just a general reading about your business. If you'd like a private reading with me, the details are in the description below. So let's get started, Aries, and see what this week's got in store for you, for your money and your business. So we start here. Normally I only pick one card for the top, but Spirit said no. Spirit said there were two for this, for your money. So we've got Koala Spirit, Spirit has a plan, and Lion Spirit, be generous of Spirit. So it looks like you're going to get given something marvellous and be expected to share it. So this is what you need to focus your energy on when it comes to your money this week, Aries. And we've got the Queen of Feathers here. And she's all about perception and truth. She is also about setting boundaries and having standards. But in this particular position, I feel like she's telling you need to focus your energy on your future, on creating your future. Let's see what your strengths are, what the positives are when it comes to your money this month. And we've got the Seven of Shells. This is also about reevaluation. It's about choices. It's about what is right for you emotionally. It's also, if you look at the bottom there, it's about ambitions. What ambitions have you got, Aries, when it comes to your money? I think you've got some choices to make. I feel like this is very much so far talking about making a financial plan this week of what you want and then maybe how to go about achieving it. Possible things to watch out for. Strategy and resilience, the Five of Feathers. Now, this can be a bit of a challenge. It can be about a bit of a loss. It can be about an argument in which there have been no winners, where nobody really comes out on top. You could feel disappointed this week over something. Maybe you have to agree to disagree on something when it comes to your money. I think we might clarify that one. And your positive outcome for the week is the Nine of Acorns. And this is all about persevering. It's about you being close to the finish line. It's about not giving up. You've been challenged. You might be feeling sorry for yourself, but it's okay because you're nearly there. You have the power. So, your money. Okay. Let's start with these two. Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is what the book says on this one. I thought I would read this to you because I can't say it any better than Colette Baron Reid does. In nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, and reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need, and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly, with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take the time to enjoy the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you to discover happiness, pleasure and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you and know that you are loved and cherished. Okay, so this is really about you having some faith in the fact that, you know, Spirit has a plan for you. And I do deeply believe that when women are called to start businesses, very soul-led businesses, heart-led businesses that make a difference, that it's not just because we need to earn a crust. I think a lot of the time we're called to do a particular job or business or whatever, and maybe we don't understand why at the time, but Spirit has a plan for us in general, because I honestly believe that women will change the world. When women heal, the world heals. And I feel that women need to start businesses because the financial freedom it brings changes things. It leads us away from abusive relationships. It leads us into philanthropy. It leads us into hiring people. We tend to share better. We tend to support the community better when we have money. And so I feel like for many of us at the moment, Spirit does have a plan in you starting or growing a business that brings abundance into your life, because it has a knock-on effect on everybody else around you. So we come to this Lion card. Be generous of spirit. And this is about you again being given a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you will find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion Spirit knows that there is a great savannah before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts if you choose to work in partnership with Spirit. All your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. Now, I'm going to read a protection message here because I feel that it's relevant, Aries, to this reading. And it's about self-esteem. It's about, do you doubt that you can do much good? Are you stuck in a state of scarcity, thinking, who am I to lead? Who am I to step into my dream? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? And who am I to think I can help anyone? Lion Spirit is here to tell you that the antidote for self-esteem, or low self-esteem, is stepping into healthy pride. Of course you can do all that you desire. The spark of Great Spirit lives inside you, and you are here to steward that amazing energy into the world. Lion Spirit knows that Great Spirit invested in you so that you might be a channel for Spirit's love and generosity. Take pride in your role, seeking to bring an abundance of love into the world. Perhaps you do much good already, but you're feeling unappreciated, wanting to hold back your gifts and hoard them for yourself. Maybe you're looking for attention and praise. Maybe you were even being generous with the expectation that you would be entitled to a repayment. Know that the real magic happens when you remember that there is always enough and you are always enough. Give freely without agenda or expectation, and let Lion Spirit remind you that in giving you receive. Then you will see that you are appreciated. Stop comparing yourself to others and seeing yourself as less than, for within you is a wellspring of generosity. Okay, Aries, so there's quite a similar message throughout these two cards here when it comes to your finances. And I feel like what Spirit is telling you now is to stop focusing on the getting. And sometimes, and as a business person myself, I understand completely, especially if you're a bit broke or, you know, you're just starting out, that all you're interested in is making that first bit of money. You want the money to come in. And perhaps you're thinking to yourself, I don't have enough money right now. And then it starts to create these doubts in your mind about, you know, am I doing the right thing? Who the hell am I to be doing this? It's not working. And then you start to hide your gifts. And this message now is, don't do that. What I need you to focus on, says Spirit, is creating things that are helpful to others. This is a mindset thing. Instead of focusing on what can I earn, how much money can I make, focus on how you can help people, how you can be generous with whatever gift it is you have. Whether you're a healer, whether you're a coach, whether you're a therapist of some sort, how can you be generous of spirit this week, Aries? How can you give away something of yourself? Now, I'm not saying give away the farm, and I'm not saying give everything away for free, because, you know, although saying that, quite a lot of people have built multi-million-dollar businesses out of giving a lot of things away for free. So don't be afraid to give things away for free. But I feel, you know, tied in with this, Spirit has a plan. I think you need to look at how you can be more generous. And in being more generous, without expectation, I might add, things will come back to you. I feel like things will definitely come back to you. There will be financial reward, but you have to give a little more freely. Okay? So what you need to focus your energy on this week, this Queen of Feathers, perception and truth. And I feel like you need to focus on your future. You need to focus on having high standards, setting boundaries. Now, for some of you, this could be in line with these cards here, where you can give stuff away, but make sure you have a boundary around that. That you set good boundaries, that you don't... So I've found in my experience, sometimes the more you give away, the more people ask of you. And it can be very easy to train customers and clients to think that they can take everything for free. Make sure there is a boundary here. So if you've got people saying, oh, can I pick your brains? Can I pick your brains this week? Can we go out for coffee and I need to ask you some stuff? That you go, well, I haven't really got the time to come out and do that. Perhaps you should make an appointment and we'll book a session to talk properly. There's only so much that I can do for free. And I feel that there's a balance here between what you give away and what you don't give away. That's what Spirit is telling me now, that you have to balance what you give away with what you take for yourself, because there has to be an exchange of energy here. You can't just keep giving and giving and giving and giving, because that doesn't work. And I know that it seems really contradictory, doesn't it? There's Lion telling you to be generous of spirit, and you know, Spirit has a plan for you, that all this is going to work out, but you still need to have some boundaries. I think it feels like a very planning sort of week when it comes to money, Aries. I think that you need to be thinking about how you're going to make your money, and perhaps, you know, sort of strategize a bit and say, well, this is what I'm going to give away now. This is going to be my freebie to attract people to sign up for my newsletter. This is going to be, you know, what I'm happy to give away for free. I might do some videos on YouTube. I might write some PDFs. I might have a very, you know, a free book to give out. But then this is what I am going to charge for. So that you've set some real boundaries around what you give away and what you actually give for, you know, want to be paid for, because you do have to eat at the end of the day. You can give away so much, but you still need to take something back for yourself. So your strengths and possible positives this week, Aries, are the Seven of Shells. This is about reevaluation, choices, your values, your ambitions, and what is right for you emotionally. So I think you need to just have a look at, again, it feels like a very planning sort of card. Your strength is going to be in evaluating, making choices. Now, the word values keeps coming up. Value yourself. And I feel like this is in line with this card here about having pride in what you do and having value, knowing the worth of what it is that you do for people. So watch your pricing. I think, you know, this is a positive. This is something that is a strength. And I think, you know, your ambitions are strong. Make sure your pricing is in line with the value of what you give. And I'm just being told again, I've got messages coming through thick and fast, so I'm going to sound a little bit manic, I think. But be generous. But this is saying make sure that you value yourself enough to charge what you're worth for the things that you do decide to charge for. I hope that makes sense, Aries. Okay. So, weaknesses. I hate that word, weaknesses. Ugh. Possible obstacles, I think we'll stick with. The Five of Feathers. This card is about strategy and resilience. It's about being challenged, actually. You're going to need some patience this week, and I think there might be a couple of arguments where it feels like there are no winners. And you might feel a little bit disappointed. Other people might feel a little bit disappointed. Now, I just got a message there about it's possible that somebody is going to come back and not really appreciate what it is that you do. Somebody out there is going to have some sort of complaint about what somebody has been given, and they're going to want some sort of refund. And my advice to you is to just agree to disagree and let them go. Do not argue about it, because it's not worth the energy, is what I'm being told. It's not worth the energy. Be resilient here. Be resilient here. like this armadillo. He's wearing his armour, look. So somebody's going to come up with something, and it's going to feel perhaps a little bit unfair. You're not right, they're not right. There are no winners, okay? There are no winners. So the best thing to do is agree to disagree, give them their money back, be polite and nice about it, and send them on their merry way, okay? Because not everybody's going to like you, and they're not always going to like what you do. Put your armour on this week, Aries. It'll protect you from the arrows that might be coming in from somebody. It's going to feel disappointing, and it's going to feel like a loss to you financially. It's going to feel like you, but I think you should just get on and do it. Just give them the money. Don't argue, and just move on, because, you know, not everybody's going to be happy with what you do, is what I'm being told. You can't please everybody. Don't take it too personally. Be resilient and just carry on. Now, the outcome for your money this week is the 9 of Acorns. This is the Panther. I absolutely love this card. It's one of my favourites. I love this card. And this is about power and perseverance. After this particular event, or this loss, this disappointment, this argument in which nobody wins, you may be feeling very sorry for yourself. But this card is here to tell you to not give up. You've been challenged, you feel wary now. You know, whatever it is that somebody might have wanted a refund on, or might have complained about, it will have hit you in the heart, because, you know, we're all emotionally involved in our businesses. We try not to be, but quite often that's what happens. This card is here to tell you that you are close to the finish line here. You are close to what it is you want. It ties in with this koala spirit, which is telling you that you need to be patient, that spirit has the plan for you, and I believe your abundance will come in. But it's not going to be a fast thing, and it's going to be, spirit just said, it's going to be like 3 steps forward and 2 steps back in some respects, in that you will move forward, you will make your lovely plans, and this is what you're going to sell, and you're going to give away a load of stuff, you're going to devise a fabulous freebie, it's going to draw people in, but somebody is going to kibosh that a little bit, and might be a bit arsey, but you're nearly there. You're so close to the abundance that you seek, Aries, that you need to just put your armour on, let it roll off you, let it go, and know that you are close to the finish line. Do not waste any time feeling sorry for yourself. Just move on. Just keep going. Never, ever, ever. This is my motto. Never, ever give up. It's those that persevere that will get anywhere in this life. It really is. So let's move forward now onto your general business reading for this week, Aries. And I've used the Wildwood Tarot. And your overall energy here is the 3 of Vessels, which is joy. It's about social groups, it's about friends, it's about celebrations, and it's about good times. So maybe you're going to bring some people into your business, or maybe you're just going to go out there and celebrate the good stuff that's coming in. What you need to focus your energy on in your business this week is the King of Acorns. This is a beautiful card, another one of my favourites that has come out in this reading. And he is all about optimism, innovation. He brings people together. This guy is a leader. He is an entrepreneur. He's a visionary. He is charismatic. People are just drawn to him. It's just beautiful. So what you need to focus your energy on is your optimism this week and bringing people together. Perhaps, I'm being told that perhaps you need to start thinking about creating a tribe for yourself if you haven't already. And if you have got a tribe for yourself, maybe you've got a Facebook group, maybe you've got a Mighty Network. That's my network of choice, because I don't really do Facebook. I don't like it. That's just my thing. I'm a bit funny about old Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not really very keen on him and his practices. But anyway, maybe you can start a group. Maybe you can start creating a community around what it is you do. Maybe you're already doing that, and I feel like this card is telling you at the moment that it's time for you to start, you know, sort of bringing a lot of joy into this, bringing people together, sharing this optimism, and being the leader that you really are, Aries. I think that's really strong and positive. Your strengths and positives here are the Magician, willpower and creation. What a marvellous weekly reading this is, Aries. I'm loving it. This is beautiful. This is about you manifesting the things that you need. I feel like you have the power here. You have the resources to create what it is that you want. There's a lot of creation. And I think through the very force of your own will, you are going to create an amazing business overall. But this is your strength this week. I think that you can bring people together and actually show them the magic of what it is that you do, how you can change things. And I'm just getting the message that for some of you, this is about things not always being as they seem, about you showing your clients that things aren't as they believe they are, that perhaps things are very different, and you can open their eyes to that. You can open their eyes to the truth of what is really happening in their beliefs, fears, that sort of thing. If that makes sense. This is your possible obstacles. This is the Knight of Shells. Now, this is a funny old one to think that he might be a blockage. This Knight of Shells, he's like the Brad Pitt of the Knights. You know, he's full of charm, he's full of passion. He actually draws people to him. He's very similar to this King of Acorns in a lot of respects, in that, you know, people really like him. People are appreciative of him. He's very connected to his feelings. He's in tune with everything around him. I might actually clarify this one to find out why this should possibly be an obstacle for you this week. I'm knocking my camera there. And then your outcome is the Ten of Acorns. This can be a funny old fella, because he is about taking too much on sometimes, about being a bit overloaded and doing too much. This card is saying that perhaps you need to think about delegating. Okay, now in this particular spread, the way that this has come in, I feel like overall this is telling you that you should be considering bringing people in to help you with your business. Don't try to do everything by yourself, because, you know, we're not people that are able to carry everything. I'm going to clarify these last two with the Rider-Waite and see what messages we have for these last two cards, Aries. But I mean, I think, you know, it's a good reading overall, honestly. Wow, I've been given 5 cards. That's a lot of cards. Whoa. And I've been given 1 card for that one. Okay. So let's see what the story is on our flamingo, on our beautiful Knight of Shells. Right, first of all, we have the 5 of Pentacles here, which is about mindset, it's about stress, it's about worry. But I'm being told that this is actually about a connection with this 9 of Acorns with your money, about never giving up, about it feeling like everything's perhaps not really going as well as you would like. You might feel a little bit isolated, a bit stressed, but this card tells you never to give up. We move into the 6 then, which is about generosity and gratitude. And it's about kindness, abundance, accomplishment, and a bit of give and take going on. So then we get to the Knight of Swords, and he is about taking a lot of action. He wants to really move forward and take action. Then I've got the 2 of Pentacles, but in reverse. And this is about time management, and about you perhaps blocking some time management issues here. Feeling blocked because you don't manage your time very well. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles at the end. He's about planning, he's about routine, he's about being methodical, he's about endurance. He's a little bit slower at taking the action. There's a lot of Knights here. This is a lot about action and focus. These guys are very adventurous. They are more followers than leaders, I feel. And this could be a new project. But it is all about progression. I'm just going to take a moment to sit with this for a minute, because these are your obstacles. He's very charming, he's very charismatic, he's got a lot of passion for what he's doing. But you need to watch your mindset. And again, this ties in with your money reading, actually, Aries. that be careful that you've not got a lack mindset, that you're feeling this this poverty, this not really making the money that you want to make mindset. Don't let it pervade, because this card is always about never giving up. It's about looking for the new opportunities, this card. So look for new opportunities with passion, because they're there for you, Aries, to pick up. Moving into the 6th. This is about give and take, I feel, in this one. And again, ties in with your money reading, that you need to be giving and taking in equal measure. Be grateful for what you have, because abundance is there. There is abundance and accomplishment here, but you need to be balanced and give and take a little bit. This Knight of Swords, again, action. Take a lot of action, but I'm being told to tell you to avoid just doing busy work. Make sure that the action that you take is focused and it is what you want, and it's not just busy work for the sake of being busy. And again, this is leading to this one really with the Two of Pentacles, about this balance and time management. Sometimes you feel a little bit low, you feel a bit overwhelmed, and I think that ties in honestly with this Ten of Acorns here, this feeling burdened. Back to this Knight of Pentacles here. Planning, routine, being methodical, but it feels slow. It all feels slow. But this is all about taking action. And just watching your mindset there, Aries. I think you need to just watch your mindset. Make sure that you don't fall into some sort of depression, feeling like things aren't working for you. That you're giving, and not receiving anything. It feels a bit, what's the word? I don't know. I feel a bit heavy when I look at this, reading this here. That it's almost something that is holding you back. That it does feel like a block to your success. But I don't think it needs to be a block. Overall, it's very positive sort of reading. You need to be building this tribe with optimism. Share the joy that you get from your business and from helping people change and transform or heal or whatever it is that you do. Show them how they can change things, because I feel like they think that things are a certain way and they don't need to be. You know, if you've got a client with back pain and you know that you can heal them of it using, you know, being an osteopath or you know, doing massage or something like that, then, you know, you can show them that things can be better, or through exercise, or I don't know, I'm just I'm just plucking things from the air here. But just be mindful that you're not focusing too much on the lack of stuff. Be balanced. Put some balance in there. That's what I'm feeling here, that you tend to focus a little bit too much on the money, and if it doesn't come in, you feel like giving up. And then we come back to this responsibility, this feeling a little bit burdened with all this action that you're taking. There's a lot of work you're taking on, and you feel a little bit burdened. And then we were given the Ace of Wands. This is about being confident. It's also another action card. It's about taking action, getting out of your own head. Get out of your head. That's what I've just been told. You have the charm to attract people to you, but you let some of this mindset stuff get in the way. And I'm being told here with this Ace of Wands, you need to just take action. You need to be confident. You are a creative force. You have in your hands something that is going to sprout and grow. You know, look at this wand here. He's got all these leaves on there. It's a really new, I want to say a new start. I don't think it's a new start. I just think it's a new mindset that you need to go forth with confidence. Take a lot of action. Just watch that it's not busy work. Make sure that the work that you do is actually positive and taking you forward. And you'll have a good outcome, I feel. I don't feel like abundance and business success are going to flow in this week and just blow your mind. I think you need to take a step back and just plan a few things out overall. But I think, you know, you have the power to attract a tribe of people that will appreciate what you do, but just don't block that with your own mindset. You know, it could be, Spirit's just said to me that, you know, you kind of could attract a lot of people into a group, into a tribe, and they may not purchase everything that you've made. You know, you might feel like you're constantly trying to entertain them, or, you know, draw them out, or get them to communicate with each other within the group, and it might feel like really hard work at first. It might feel like it's quite slow, but you need to not give up and keep focusing on giving and taking, not just on the taking. Don't expect to open a group up and just make thousands of dollars off it straight away, because that's not going to happen. And it can feel a bit like a burden. I've done it before myself. I ran a Facebook group, and it was, because I'm a therapist, I work with people with depression, and oh my God, it was like pulling teeth. And that's, you know, not anything against the people in the group. They obviously needed help, but they wouldn't open up in any sort of way with me at all. And they wouldn't open up with each other. So they would join the group, and I felt like I was constantly posting, and saying, you know, you guys could really help each other if you tell your story. You could support each other. When people come in here feeling really down, you could, you know, be the person that actually helps them to stay alive in some respects. But they just would not communicate in any shape or form, and it was just exhausting. It was exhausting. But don't give up, because eventually something cracks, and people do start to look at what you're doing, and they will start buying what you have. And I feel, you know, there's a lot of action. All these nights, and this Ace of Wands is all about a lot of action, and I just feel, don't look at it as a burden. Don't look at it as not working fast enough, so you're going to give up. Keep at it. Keep at it, because in the end, it will all work out. Okay, Aries, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what's going on with you. I'd love to get to know you all better. And please also, this is a very baby channel. I'd love to get my mission out there. So please like and subscribe, and share this video with anybody that you feel might need it today. So I'm going to sign out now, Aries. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. With love and magic always, this is Maria Gaian signing out.